Jai Shri Ram. 10th chapter, we are starting from the 29th shloka now. This is the fourth track. Anantaschasminaganam varuno yadasamaham pitrunam aryamachasmi yamah samyamatamaham. Keep a copy of the Bhagavad Gita and follow and try to learn the Ucharana. The meaning, of course, you can also read, but then more important is listening to these words which were uttered by Lord Krishna. That is why great Swamijis, commentators, observed that Bhagavad Gita is greater than the Vedas for the simple reason that these were the words uttered by the Supreme Lord Himself. Right? Whereas Vedas are spiritual laws which were intuited by our rishis, they intuited them. Intuition is a word with two meanings. Intuition means a direct grasp without the need for thinking or experimentation. Intuition also means a deep inner feeling which cannot be logically explained, which is what we also refer to as the sixth sense or the hunch, ESP, extrasensory perception, psi, PSI, the 23rd letter in the Greek alphabet, a small trishulam symbolizing an unknown quantity, hunch, gut feeling. These are all instinct, my instinct. Now, the word instinct, when applied to animals, means the inborn talent, the inborn skill, or the intelligence. A fish, for example, doesn't have to be taught how to swim. So, that is the instinct of the fish. Whereas the word, when we use it to describe our emotion, instinct, when applied to humans, means intuition, which means a deep inner feeling which you cannot explain. Right? That's called intuition. So, Vedas were intuited by the rishis, but whereas Bhagavad Gita was uttered by Krishna, 574 shlokas out of the 701 that we have in the Bhagavad Gita today. Of course, in the original Mahabharata, there are 745 shlokas. Anyway, so that is why, please listen. Merely the sound quality, merely listening to Bhagavad Gita also has tremendous impact. The sound value. So, anantaschasminaganam varuno yadasamaham pitrunam aryamachasmi yamah samyamatamaham. Among Nagas, I am the Ananta and I am Varuna, the lord of aquatic creatures, and among the mains, I am Aryama, the head of the Pitris, and among rulers, I am the Yama. I am Yama. Krishna is telling you, Yama is also one of his facets. So, Yama is, you see, totally impartial and nobody can escape. His laws are inexorable. Prahladaschaasmi daityanam kalah kalayatamaham mruganancha mrugendroham vainateyascha pakshinam. Among the Daityas I am Prahlada, Hiranyakashipu's son, and among the reckoners I am time. Kala kalayatamaham. Krishna is time. Time is a manifestation of Krishna. That is, that is time. And among reckoners I am time, Kal. And Mruganancha Mrugendroham. Among animals I am the lion. And among birds I am Garuda. So, the next one, 31. Pavanah Pavatamasmi Ramashastra Bhrutamaham. Ramashastra Bhrutamaham. Krishna is saying, I am Rama. Jhashanam Makaraschasmi Strotasamasmi Jannavi. So, what does this mean? The 31st sloka, among purifiers I am the wind, among warriors I am Sri Rama, I am the shark among fish, and among the streams I am Ganga. I am Ganga. So, Srotasam, Asmi Jannavi. 10th chapter 32. Sarganam adirantascha madhyam chaivaham arjuna adhyatma vidya vidyanam vadah pravadatamaham. I am the beginning and the middle and the end of all creations. Of sciences I am the science of the soul or metaphysics. So Vedantam. Adhyatma vidya vidyanam. So that means Krishna is saying the study of Vedanta or philosophy, metaphysics, hmm, is Krishna himself. Krishna inspires that. And Adhyatma Vidya Vidyanam. Of all Vidyas, Adhyatma Vidya is represented by Krishna. Vada Pravadatamaham. This is a very important phrase. Vada Pravadatamaham. See, when people debate, uh, in Nyaya Shastra, Gautama Rishi, and in Hinduism, we have a tradition of Purva Paksha. Purva Paksha means due diligence. The English phrase due diligence comes very close to Purva Paksha. DUE, due diligence, DILIGENCE. Due diligence means comprehensive analysis. That means we in Hinduism never shied away from any debate. Islam and Christianity and communism, these are the three major enemies of Hindu Rashtra. I have no hesitation in saying this because if you look at their history, if you study the Bible and the Quran, you will understand why I am talking like this. There might be good Muslims. I am not spreading hate here. There are good Muslims, there are good Christians too, and good communists too. But then, if you look at their books, then you will understand. If you read them thoroughly, this is called Purva Paksha. You must study them thoroughly. You must understand exactly what their books are, and only then when you Purva Paksha basically means an impartial critique. You must impartially analyze everything and come to a judgment. It is not that you already have an opinion and try to find some evidence to support your opinion. That is not Purva Paksha. So Purva Paksha means studying the enemy, studying their scriptures, understanding, and if there is something of value, being ready to accept it, because the Vedas are very clear. The Vedas say, Ano Bhadra Kratavo Yantu Vishwataha. Ano Bhadra Kratavo Yantu Vishwataha, which simply means let noble thoughts come from everywhere. So Hinduism teaches you, Vedas teach you that if there is some good idea, somebody has a better idea, we will accept it. But we will not blindly accept something. If something is irrational, nonsensical, a Hindu will not hesitate to attack it, question it, and debunk it. So there are three types of argumentation: Jalpa, Vitanda, and Vada. Krishna is saying, Vada Pravadatamaham. That means I am among debaters, in disputants, I am the right type of reasoning. Vada Pravadatamaham. What does this mean, Vada Pravadatamaham? Basically, Krishna is saying that inspiration for Vada, the intelligence required for Vada. Vada basically is a Sanskrit term. In Telugu, Vadam means Vadinchadam, we are debating, arguing. No, in Sanskrit that's not what it means. Vada basically means an impartial analysis. Two of us or many of us can come to the debating table. We all come to the debating table with the intention of knowing something, knowing the truth. So both of us can get together. You might be a great scholar, you may have done a lot of research, I may have done a lot of research. We come to the debating table, you express your opinions, I express my opinions, and finally we both arrive at a better understanding of the truth. That is called Vada. Jalpa is when you are playing the devil's advocate. Remember, Jalpa basically means when you are playing the devil's advocate. That means you don't have any fixed opinion or you don't have a theory, but your task, you are trying to simply run down the other person. You are attacking the other person and exposing the chinks in the armor, completely destroying the other person's argument. So that is called Jalpa. Well, Jalpa is useful in some circumstances. And Vitanda, Vitandavadam. In Telugu, Vitandavadam is a phrase we use very often. But what exactly is Vitandavadam? Vitanda in Sanskrit basically means, for example, you could be a Muslim and you are convinced that Allah is God. And I am a Hindu, I am convinced that Krishna is God. So when we both come to the table, what will happen is, you will do everything in your power. You will quote this, that, anything. You will use all means, fair and foul, to convince me that Allah is God. And I will do likewise, that Krishna is God. So this is called Vitanda. In this Vitanda, there is no attempt to understand who really is God. Each one is trying desperately to prove that he is right and the others are wrong. This is called Vitanda. Right? I hope you listened to my discussion very clearly. So Krishna is saying Vadah Pravadatamaham, which basically means Krishna is saying the intelligence required for Vadaha. That means a dialectical approach. You take a dialectical approach. You examine the thesis, the antithesis, and arrive at a synthesis and a better understanding of any topic. That's called Vadaha, and Krishna inspires that. Sarganamadirantascha madhyam chaivaha arjuna adhyatma vidya vidyanam vadah pravadatamaham. Of all knowledge, of all academic pursuits, study of Vedantam. Vedantam basically means Upanishads, which means Jnanakanda, which means the philosophy of the Vedas. And all that is encapsulated in the Bhagavad Gita. So if you study the Bhagavad Gita, that is called Adhyatma Vidya, and that itself is Krishna. So now let's go to the next sloka, 1033. Aksharanam akarosmi dvandvah samasikasya cha ahame vakshayah kalu dhataham vishwatomukham. Among the sounds represented by various letters, I am A, the alpha, A, and of the different kinds of compounds in grammar, I am the copulative compound, Dvanda. I am verily the endless time, the devourer of everything. I am the sustainer of all, having my face on all sides. Vishwato Mukham. 1034. Mrutyus sarvaharaschaham udbhavascha bhavishyatam kirti shrirvakcha narinam smritir medha dhrutikshama. I am the all-destroying death that snatches all, and the origin of all that shall be born. Among women, feminine qualities, I am Kirti. Kirti basically means glory. Shri, prosperity. Vak, speech. Smruti, memory. Medha, intelligence. Dhruti, steadfastness. So Krishna is glorifying feminine virtues here. Feminine virtues Krishna is glorifying. So, what is he saying? Mrityu sarvaharaschaham udbhavascha bhavisyatam kirti srirvakcha narinam smutir medha dhrutikshama. So, this is actually a eulogy to feminine virtues. So, all these qualities are feminine, and Krishna is saying that he inspires all these qualities. So, unfortunately, Abrahamic cults are extremely misogynistic. The Bible and the Quran are misogynistic. Misogyny. Misogyny means hatred of women. You can study both the books and understand why I am saying that. In fact, if you look at the creationism myth, Adam and Eve story, which is found both in the Bible and the Quran, women is always treated as the cause of all the problem. The woman tempted Adam and he ate the apple, and there was a fall of man, and God got angry, kicked them out of paradise. So women is the source of all problem. Women are, that's why treated in both these books very shabbily, right? Whereas in Hinduism, women are treated with great respect. In fact, all gods are named initially by the women's name: Sitaram, Radha, Krishna, Parvati, Parameshwara. So that's how it goes. And Krishna also glorifies feminine virtues here in this track. So we'll stop here. This is the 10th chapter, 34th shloka we have stopped. Jai Shri Ram.